The old, that's coming along nicely, the old t-shirt tan, check that out, I think it's doing well, we'll love it. So, I've got to wear the same size t-shirt for the rest of my life, basically. Anyway, what a boring title that is, isn't it? We'll see how many people watch this, but it's a boring title, boring as hell. Yeah, how often do you weigh yourself, right? Now, I've been recently I don't weigh myself that often, and I've recently only been using my scales to weigh the bag that the backpack I'm taking out on my, when I go back, like, not backpacking, that's different. Anyway, when I'm going out on my loaded walks, all I use my scales for is to weigh that. And I can't even do that at the minute because the battery's run out. Anyway, I was talking to somebody yesterday who said, you know, what we do in the park is really good because it's kind of like focusing on making you stronger rather than stronger and to move better rather than focusing on losing weight. I mean, I go on about losing weight a fair bit, you know, because that's what people want or think they want anyway. But we were talking about how actually moving better is better for you, because if you are overweight, right? I'm going to be talking a lot about this, okay? And you're not allowed to talk about it on here and all that sort of stuff. But you know, if it offends people, it's not my problem. If you're overweight, you're overweight. It's a thing. It's a thing, right? Some people are happy with it. Some people aren't. Some people say they are, but they hide it. I did that. I used to think I was fine. I used to go on about it. I used to laugh about it. I used to be quite proud of the fact that I was really unfit, actually, back in the day. But, you know, that was because I didn't want to do anything about it. Anyway, so, if you are overweight, okay, and you're sedentary, then when you do move, you're moving more weight around on top of a structure that doesn't do a lot. Okay, let me explain this. So the conversation went along the lines of, I've done Slimming World and all that, which works, but it's hard to stick to, and also you feel kind of a bit guilty if you don't lose weight, right? So, I've never been to Slimming World. All I know is that it's a group of people who all meet up once a week and weigh in and then have a chat and all of that, and it's very good. It's a group of people. It's a group. I love groups. Groups keep each other growing. Groups have all got similar goals. Okay, so they all keep each other going. They all keep each other accountable, which is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant as long as it's supportive. Now, what I have heard from people who've been to Slimming, it's not just Slimming World, it's Juice Plus and Weight Watchers and all this, who get weighed in every week, and then they might, you know, it's focusing on the scales. So then, at some point, you've got to stop losing weight, right? Otherwise, you'll disappear. And I know of people who didn't go that week because they didn't lose weight, or they might have put on a pound. So like, well, so I'm not going to go. Okay, so that's not keeping you. That is not accountability. Accountability is making sure you get stuff done, making sure you stick to something. Okay. However, if you feel shame because you haven't lost a pound, or you haven't stayed at least where you are that week, you've actually put weight on, and you're not going to go, that changes everything, right? So it's not actually, something like that isn't really actually going to work. If you shame yourself into doing something, or you're shamed by other people into doing it, I'm not saying that's what the other people do, but that'll be, I talk about your perception of what other people think. So if you think the group are going to shame you because you haven't lost weight, you're not going to go. Whereas they're probably there to support you, okay? But focusing on the number on the scales isn't always healthy anyway. I lost a load of weight. I lost 3.5 stone, when I thought I needed to lose a lot of weight. I lost 3.5 stone, and I've put 2 stone back on. So I've only actually lost 1.5 stone since I was a fat bloke. I had boobs and everything since I was a fat bloke. I've only lost 2.5. I've only lost 1.5 stone. I lost 3.5 and I put 2 back on, and that's from training properly. Not trying to bulk up. I look pretty much exactly the same as I did before I put the 2 stone on. I think my shoulders are slightly wider, and that's about it. And I think my legs are a little bit bigger, but they're not. They're still really little. You know, so I'm not focusing on the scale. I weigh 2 stone heavier than I did at my slimmest. However, I feel a whole lot better because at my slimmest I was tired and I was weak. I wasn't very strong at all because I'd lost a load of weight and I couldn't. I was still weak. So here's the thing: if you are carrying a bit of extra weight around, so I'll use Paul as an example. I use him all the time, but he's a great example because he's lost 48 kilos, right? So he's carrying 48 kilos around on a frame that wasn't carrying it very well. Put it that way. Things were starting to give. So what's better, losing the weight and being shamed into losing the weight and still having a weak frame, or strengthening the frame underneath the weight to start anyway while losing weight? Do both. So strengthen that frame, then you'll be able to carry the weight anyway without hurting yourself as much. You'll be able to move better. And the upshot of that is the better you are able to move, the more you'll probably move because you can. And the more you move, the more calories you'll burn. The more you'll start to realise, actually, this feels good. The more you'll probably look at your nutrition, which I've got a website that'll help you with anyway when you join up. The more you'll feel the benefit, not see it, not be told about it. The more you'll feel it, the more other people will see it in you. And then the more you'll want to move, and then the more weight you'll lose anyway, as a byproduct. I keep saying this, when people join BKS, they don't lose weight. It's not the focus. We don't say, right, how much weight do you want to lose? We don't even talk about it. When people turn up, I don't even mention it. You know, I give them a tracking book. The tracking book is in there. They put their goals in there. I don't even mention it. I don't set any for them. I don't do anything. It's not for me to do. It's not my goal. What I do is talk to them about what they want. So, you know, and mainly, people have already seen my emails. They've already seen these videos. They've already seen the YouTube videos. They've already been on my website. So basically they want to get stronger, fitter and healthier and lose a few pounds. And because that's what I do. That's what I do. Ben's on. It will happen to you as well. You've already done it actually, haven't you? And yeah, it means you can drink less. Anyway, so by the time people come along, I already know what their goals are because they've seen all my stuff and that's what I'm in and that's what I'm doing. I help people get fitter, stronger and healthier and lose a few pounds. I help mainly blokes do that, but there are some ladies coming along as well. So anyway, if you strengthen that frame, like I say, and focus on getting stronger first, getting strong first, moving well, then moving more, you're going to enjoy that more, you're going to move more, you're going to lose the weight anyway. So you don't even need to look at the scales. And also, so this is another thing about my nutrition website, it's a new feature on it actually, and it's now got a table. So you put in your weight, you put in what your waist size is, you put in measurements, okay? And then the tracking book that I've got, I haven't got one that down on the floor anyway, I've showed you them before, I've got a tracking book which people keep, it's got 12 weeks worth of stuff in there, you write your wins down, you write what's working down, what isn't working, what you can make better, so, and then you can talk to me about it in the Facebook group if you want, whatever. Okay, so people do all of that, and then at the end of the week, they set it up for what they're going to do the next week, and then you can update the table in the nutrition system, which is online, which has got a bunch of recipes in there, and practically, well, it does everything but eat the food for you. That then you put your results are in the table, and then it tells you how you're doing week by week. And you might even say, right, I've lost no weight this week, or I've put weight on this week. However, I've lost an inch or two off my waist. Is that progress? Yes, it bloody well is. So if you're focusing on the scales and you put weight on, and also it's bloody hot at the minute as well, so I bet you weigh more than you did this time last week because it's bloody hot. Everything swells up in the heat, doesn't it? I've got sausage fingers and everything. You know, when it's hot, you swell up. It's different times of year, different times of the month for the ladies. you know, that happens. So if you're focusing on, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight, at least 1 month out of the year, I know my biology, at least 1 month out of the, 1 week out of the month, what's going on? It's too hot, it's messing with my head. At least 1 week out of the month, you're probably going to stay somewhere where you are or put weight on. It's just a fact of life. It's the way it goes. There's not a lot you can do about it, is there, really? Unless you lose too much and get really skinny, and then you'll not have to worry because your periods will stop anyway. Because, you know, that's the thing. Anyway, yeah, so how often do you weigh yourself? And why? And how do you feel about it? That's the other thing. How do you feel about it? Do you feel good when you've lost weight and then bad when you've put weight on? Good when you've lost weight and then bad when you've put weight on? Because that's going to be a roller coaster, and that's got the potential to stop you anyway. When you put it on, you're just going to go, right, that's it, I'm done, I'm out. Rather than focusing on just getting stronger. Which is super simple. So we've been working on that. Like I say, the person I was talking to yesterday had an issue with standing up. Standing up. So we've worked on that. They've got stuff to do over the weekend. We'll find out how that's gone on Monday or Tuesday. So, you know, it's a process. It's a process, and there's no shame involved. No shame whatsoever. You turn up. Nobody asks you whether you've lost weight or not. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everyone just likes to enjoy it and get stronger together. And we don't even ask if you've got stronger. It's like, right, how do you feel today? I feel great. Right, pick that up and put it above your head. Swing that. Squat that. Great. How do you feel today? Oh, I don't feel so good, actually. I've had a busy week, or I'm really tired. Right, let's do some mobility. Swing that. See how you feel. Oh, you've swung that. Now swing the heavier one. Okay. Right, how are you feeling? Oh, I'm feeling a bit better, actually. I've got more energy. Right, now lift that. Now do that. Now squat that. Now go and, you know, it's a process. It's a process. Anyway, fucking hell, I go on for ages on these things, don't I? I bore myself sometimes. Right, so stop focusing on the scales. Anyway, hit the link below. There's a program, a free program, a free program in the link below. So click it and see what I'm talking about. Wallop! Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you on Monday, possibly Tuesday. I might not even do on Monday because it's a bank holiday, so God knows what I'll be up to. Anyway, I'll show you my tan again. There it is. Bye!